Recreational Surfacing Pty Ltd was established in 1979. Recreational Surfacing specialises in the construction and restoration of sporting venues throughout Australia and the Pacific Rim. A number of elite products are chosen for the final application. TrueFlex acrylic emulsion is the choice of many tennis associations, schools, councils and private homes. TrueFlex is an ideal surface for basketball. TrueFlex has surfaced the netball courts, including the World Youth Netball Championships in Fiji, separate tennis court and multi-purpose court. TrueFlex is the perfect surface for multi-purpose courts with line marking for tennis, netball, basketball, volleyball and badminton. Various colours are used for the corresponding sport. Pacific Grass is a sand-filled 100% polypropylene used for many sporting surfaces including tennis. The choice of discerning tennis court owners, tennis associations, clubs and resort locations. Pacific Grass is available in 4 grades for practice cricket wickets. Pacific Grass Long Pile gives a long wearing cushion surface for soccer and hockey fields. Pacific Grass is a suitable surface for athletic tracks. Using a foam underlay, Pacific Grass is the ideal playground softball. Recreational Surfacing specialises in overseas surfacing and construction. Locations include Fiji, Papua New Guinea, Vietnam, China, New Caledonia, Tahiti, Japan, Bangladesh, Korea and islands of Micronesia. Indoor multi-purpose court in a warehouse in Irian Jaya. We will meet with you to discuss your needs and explain ways in which those needs can be met, considering the usual constraints of land size, topography and of course cost. Once those parameters are known, we'll prepare a written quote outlining the best solution in siting and constructing the development. A plan and costings are done on what has been discussed with you whilst taking into account the requirements of the relevant council approval. The plans and quote are submitted to the client and agreement is reached to proceed. We will submit plans to council and our experience and reputation provide a marked advantage in minimising delays and changes, and the client, happy with the plans approved by council, signs the contract. We would now like to show you a Pacific Grass tennis court being constructed. After discussing the project on site, the work begins. Frequently, the trees and foliage have to be cleared and removed from the site. Due to topography constraints, excavation and/or suspension is often necessary to level the playing field area. All of these works are in accordance with the engineer's drawings and supervised on site. Where it is necessary to have supporting columns to obtain the required area of level surface, these columns require a solid foundation, and this in turn requires individual boreholes to be drilled to bedrock. Where a concrete base is required and the ground has not been compacted, it is also necessary for columns to be installed to support the concrete slab. All necessary retaining walls are constructed and these will act as formwork in this area for the concrete pour. The rest of the formwork is installed and the columns previously poured in the level area are cleared of sand to expose the top of the concrete column. The concrete must have reinforcing steel to add strength to the structure, again completed with strict engineering guidelines to avoid cracking. The pouring of the concrete requires many ready-mix concrete truck deliveries, as the pour has to be continuous until completed. The concrete is pumped to the site, and distributed by hose. A long-handled steel trowel is used for smoothing the concrete. A machine called a helicopter, for obvious reasons, is then used to smooth the surface to the precise requirement. The fence is painted with special long-lasting epoxy paint and the netting is fixed. After the concrete is set, our trained staff carefully mark out the exact measurements. Methodical laying of the Pacific grass is carried out successfully. Pacific grass has been especially developed in Australia to cope with the harsh environment and especially the ultraviolet rays. Pacific grass comes in different grades and colours to suit the needs of different clients. Pacific grass is the choice of many tennis associations and clubs and is backed by a full 10-year ultraviolet degradation warranty. The sidelines and other parallel lines have already been inlaid in the rolls at the time of manufacture. Now the base and parallel lines have to be laid and the court assembled into one piece by the use of special outdoor solvent-based adhesives. Our constant attention to detail requires that a lot of the work is done by hand and so ensuring a perfect finish. Special silica sand is then spread over the court and then worked into the Pacific grass. And this gives the high quality playing surface desired. The use of the correct sand is critical for the longevity of the court surface. And with use the sand settles further into the grass. Excellent quality floodlights are available where approved by council. These lights have a special cut-off feature to avoid neighbour annoyance. This is a big plus when negotiating with council for lighting approval. The finished court is now ready for use. TrueFlex is popular for use on multi-purpose surfaces or tennis courts. With this school play area, the surface was reasonably level and sufficiently stable to only require the asphalt to be resurfaced before the TrueFlex playing surface is applied. At Recreational Surfacing, we can provide a full range of playing surfaces. Where an all-weather surface is required, TrueFlex is the surface of choice. TrueFlex is a sand-filled acrylic emulsion that we have successfully used for over 25 years. It has many desirable features including a non-slip, hard-wearing, non-reflective fit. TrueFlex is available in a range of colours to suit the surroundings and utilises dull colour pigments to lessen eye fatigue. It can be used to easily create a multi-use surface with different colours and markings. This enables several different sports to be played on the one area, maximising the usage of space. TrueFlex can be used on concrete as well as asphalt. The special features combine to provide excellent playability and we believe makes TrueFlex the premier surface for this application worldwide. We've gained experience in a variety of overseas projects. Indeed, as mentioned earlier, Recreational Surfacing has provided TrueFlex and Pacific grass surfaces to many areas of the world. Our overseas experience has recently enabled us to successfully complete a contract in Irian Jaya at the Freeport mine in the Highlands and on the coast for the construction of 2 soccer fields, 2 tennis courts, 2 basketball courts, 6 badminton courts and 2 volleyball courts. The necessary supplies were shipped to Irian in containers, and whilst local labour was used to assist, they were supervised by 5 of our most experienced staff. The work, after concrete had been poured by the client, was completed in 12 days of concentrated effort. We'll meet your unique needs for the siting of your projects. Our vast experience enables creative solutions, such as the house foundations being used for a court. This court was constructed on the second level of a 2-storey house, and the rooms of the first story could still be utilised after the court was constructed. This court has granite surrounds in place of the usual concrete curb, and this adds a further aesthetically pleasing effect. Recreational Surfacing successfully responded to an urgent request for the completion of 2 tennis courts on a site near the Olympic Village at Homebush Bay. This project included the laying of the concrete plus brass installation, and it took us 4 days to complete the construction. 12mm Pacific Professional was used for this project. In 2005, Recreational Surfacing was chosen above all other competitors for the refurbishment of the Sydney International Tennis Centre at Homebush Bay, a highly prestigious venue completed on time, within budget, and a very happy client. After 27 years in the construction of quality sporting venues, Recreational Surfacing can offer you a quality product using superior surfacing products to achieve a long-lasting, on-budget asset. At Recreational Surfacing, we pride ourselves on our quality installations. We carefully monitor product technology advances in our industry worldwide, offering you the finest products available.